If your Bali property deal gets rejected by the land office, you skip the notary step, and here's why you need one. Here's the problem. Most foreigners think Bali notaries are optional. Every Bali land transaction requires a notarial deed under Indonesian law. No notary means no legal ownership transfer within 90 days. Property disputes cost foreign buyers 400 million rupiah on average in 2026 when the notary step was skipped up front. Indonesian property law requires a notarial deed for every ownership transfer, lease agreement over 1 year, and mortgage registration. Without it, your contract is unenforceable in court. A foreign buyer signs a 25-year lease in Sanggu with the landlord directly. 6 months later, the landlord sells the land to someone else. The buyer has no notarial deed, so the lease vanishes and they lose 800 million rupiah in construction costs. This is exactly why we built TheBaliLawyer, to handle the notary step before you sign anything. Most people fail here. They think a signed English contract is enough. Indonesian courts only recognize notarial deeds in Bahasa Indonesia. If you skip the notary, your agreement is legally worthless. With TheBaliLawyer, we draft the bilingual deed, verify the land certificate at the land office, and register it with the notary in one package. Step 2. Let TheBaliLawyer verify the land certificate before you pay anything. We check for liens, ownership disputes, and zoning restrictions at the Bali Land Office. This takes 3 to 5 business days. If the certificate is clean, we draft the notarial deed. If it's dirty, you walk away before losing a single rupiah. Step 3. The notary witnesses both parties signing the deed in their office. This is important. The notary stamps and registers the deed with the land office within 7 days. Only then does the ownership transfer become legally binding. TheBaliLawyer coordinates the signing, translates the deed, and follows up on registration so you never miss the 7-day window. Here's the problem. If you skip the notary registration, the land office rejects your ownership claim. In 2026, Bali courts dismissed 67% of foreign property disputes because no notarial deed existed. You lose the property, the deposit, and any construction investment. The average loss is 1.2 billion rupiah per case. Advanced step: when the notary drafts your deed, ask them to include a clause called kuasa mutlak or absolute power of attorney. This phrase lets you enforce the contract even if the other party disappears. The exact wording in Bahasa Indonesia is, Pemberi kuasa memberikan kuasa mutlak kepada penerima kuasa untuk melakukan segala tindakan hukum yang diperlukan. Copy that phrase and tell your notary to insert it in section 5 of the deed. Most notaries skip this clause unless you ask. With TheBaliLawyer, we include it automatically in every property deed because we've seen too many buyers lose leverage when the seller vanishes after signing. Pemberi kuasa memberikan kuasa mutlak kepada penerima kuasa untuk melakukan segala tindakan hukum yang diperlukan. Bali property transfers require a notarial deed by law. No notary means courts reject your claim in disputes. TheBaliLawyer handles deed drafting and land office registration. If this helped, smash like, hit subscribe, and visit the TheBaliLawyer website for help securing your Bali property with a notary. Visit https://thebalilawyer.com.